Buys Houses, and welcome to our 5-part series on the good, the bad, the ugly of flipping houses. So part 1 today, we're going to be talking about hiring the right contractor, because hiring the wrong contractor can be a nightmare for you and your project. So number 1, we always make sure our contractors are licensed, and we keep a copy of that license in our file folder. We want to make sure it's an active license, so periodically you might want to check to see if it's still active. Number 2, you want to make sure that they're insured. We also keep a copy of this in our files. One thing we do is we add ourselves or our company as an additional insured to their insurance policy. That way we're covered if anything were to happen, and also if they were to cancel their insurance or not to renew it, we would get notification and we would know that they're not keeping up to date with their insurance. Number 3, we want to know their deposit and their draw schedule. So most contractors want an initial deposit up front, and then there should be some kind of a draw schedule. You never want to give all of your money to a contractor up front. We typically do a 20 to 30% deposit depending on the amount of work. The bigger the project, usually the bigger the deposits. And then there's always draws. So after a certain amount of work is complete, then we give them another chunk of the project funds. So figure out what their deposit and what their draw schedule is and come up with something that's going to work for both of you. Right? Number 4 is timeline for completion. So when are they realistically going to complete this project? You know, are you going to start January 1st and end February 1st? All of these things are going to be put into a contract between myself and the contractor. So the contract is going to say that they're going to keep up with their license, that they're going to keep up with their insurance. It's going to have the deposit amounts and the draw schedule amounts depending on the scope of the work. And then there's going to be a timeline that says we'll start January 1st and we'll end February 1st, something to that effect. And then there's going to be rewards and penalties with the timeline. So if they go over their timeline, it's going to be $100 a day that it goes over. If they finish early, then that's $100 a day that goes back into their pocket. And then number 5 is how do they do change orders? So if, you know, how does that work with them? If you decide you want to add something to the project, this should be written down as a change order. So you want to see how they do their change orders. So that's 5 steps to hiring the right contractor. Check in next week with us when we're going to be talking about our part 2, which is using the right materials for the renovation project. If you guys want to learn more about this, we do have a free meetup every second Monday of the month. Please go ahead and like us on our Facebook page, Real Estate Riches Club. You can check into all of the previous live stream videos that we've done. We do live stream these meetings, so if you're not local here to Central Florida, pop open your computer and you can watch from home. But go ahead and like us on Real Estate Riches Club. Tune in every second Monday of the month for our meetup. And we'll see you there, and I'll see you on the next video.